What happens when flock cameras are so small they're undetectable? This is the future of mass surveillance, according to the police chief of Scarsdale, New York, in a new lawsuit. He said although it's true that once installed the equipment is observable because flock cameras are a monstrosity, it may also go unnoticed by many suspects as it takes some level of sophistication to spot and recognize. And he's using this as a reason to not disclose the locations of cameras to the public. I also note that the equipment itself has evolved and generally becomes smaller and more discreet as technology has improved. So if you remember Josh Frankel from the documentary, when Scarsdale had this active contract with Flock before they canceled it, they denied a request for the planned locations of Flock cameras. This lawsuit has now been taken up by the NYCLU when the village has refused to give that information because it sets a precedent that the public should have input in a democracy as to where the cameras go. We should know where they are, etc. It is not a lawsuit between Flock and people or Flock and a town. This is a lawsuit between a citizen and the village over freedom of information law. So the village is arguing that Flock has certain exemptions, their communications with the company being qualified for the interagency exception, which would mean that they act like a government agency. And I remember this quote that people attribute to Mussolini being that fascism is the corporation and the state merging, essentially. So if a corporation that is a vendor selling a product to a town qualifies for an interagency exemption, what does that mean for our government? Many interesting things about this lawsuit. You can read the full write-up on Dropsite News and watch my interview with Daniel Lambright, or listen to it, the NYCLU attorney.